yes, I was scared and I did not know, and I need.
Hey folks, you are most welcome to the channel, and once again we have an amazing guest over here who is going to share with you that how you can start and scale your online business from scratch, how you can grow your sales, what is the structure to keep your online business, keep making the sales, right? So dear guest, you are most welcome on the show.
Hey, Abhinandan, thanks. I'm glad to be here. So I'm really excited, like super excited, and I'm ready to provide as much value I can to your audience as well. So let's get started.
Right, amazing. So let's listen from her. So here comes your first question is like, what is the exact way that people can start their online business?
That's a great question, I must say. But as I was saying to you, Abhinandan, that like if you want to start your business, if you want to start your online business, it's just like all starts from here, right? Like your mind and what you actually tell your mind. I mean, anyone can start, but are they going to start, or are they going to take that risk or take that step to start? Most probably, like almost 80%, 90% people, they don't. They think that, hey, they are going to start, they want to start and they want to make all this money, they want to be successful and be successful as an online entrepreneur and business owner, because they put all this like success, like definition of success in their mind, that hey, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna have my own business, I'm gonna have more freedom. But ultimately, when it comes to like take that step to do something, feel like, oh shit, I have to do all this. I have to work on, I have to stay awake the whole night. I have to do work maybe 20, 22 hours a day to actually, like get my business going. So when they think like they actually face all that, then they are just like, no, it's okay. I'm going to just stay in my comfort zone and I'm not going to do shit. So yes, anyone can start, like if they actually think and if they actually decide and dedicate their time and their like their minds into it, they put their mind into it, then yes, it's possible, like anyone can start their online business. Because I started, right? I'm not some super girl, or I didn't have any special like special power, or like I didn't have a family that who actually even supported me, or even any investment. Okay, I started from scratch. Like we started from scratch. We didn't have any investors. We didn't have our family to back us up. And you are from India, right?
Yes.
Yes. So so how like in Indian family, they, and my family is like not from a business family, right? I'm a Bengali. You are, like I already told you. So I'm a first generation entrepreneur, right? So when I even told my parents and my family did not support it, and it was a foreign concept to them, right? So, but anyways, but I still, like I decided and I put my dedication into it. Like, hey, I'm gonna do it no matter what. No matter what comes in my way, I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna like do it anyways. And that's what you have to like, put your mind into it, because yes, it is not easy. Okay, it looks like having an online business is going to be easy. It's gonna, give you more freedom and all that. And it's good to think of them, it's good to dream, it's good to think of them. It sounds easy, but when you start, you actually understand that it's not that easy, and you have to go through a lot of struggles and a lot of hurdles, especially if you are actually having a company like I have like 50 plus members working with me, and like every month I know that I have to pay them, right? It's my responsibility to make sure that, hey, they are paid, their family, so that they can feed their families and all, right? So when you think of all these factors, it obviously it's not easy. There will be so many hurdles and struggles that you have to face. But again, it all comes down here, like what you believe. And if you actually believe in yourself, and then you believe that you can do it, then you can start. Even if you don't have any investment, even if you don't have any support, even if you don't have like any external support or anything, because you have to first believe in yourself that, hey, I can do it because I have done it. So it's like anyone else can do it too. But you have to believe in yourself. And yes, you might fail. Okay. All the entrepreneurs they don't become successful, right? They don't, build a company like this. So you might fail and it might happen, but that's when you learn the most. That's where you will actually understand about yourself the most, because something didn't work. Now you know that what didn't work, and now you know that what might work, right? So now you can try something else and you can go for that. So yes, you might failure might come to your life, and that's that's the best time that you can learn from those failures and those mistakes. So yeah, to answer your question, like how can someone start? If whenever you think that, hey, you can do it, and you really believe in that thought, not just like, oh yeah, I'm going to start, but you actually believe in it and you put your mind and energy into that particular thought, then yes, it's very possible, especially on this era, like 2023 we are in, and we have this device, which is like a magical device that we all can leverage, and we can start from here. Okay. So you have all the resources that you have, you have literally all the resources that you need to start your online journey, to start your online business. You have internet, you have phone, you have everything that you need to start. So that's how you can start. That's what I would say.
Right. That's something perfect, right? So, being very specific, like coming to the point, it's like, people have been asking, let's say they have a skill, right? A particular skill. It could be video editing, it could be graphic designing, it could be, coaching or something, consulting as well. So now how they can start with one thing?
If they know that they have a skill, right, then they can easily start by talking about that skill. They leveraging that skill. So let's say you, okay, so maybe you are good in talking to people, or you're good in bringing people to your show, right? You are doing this, you are doing podcasting. So that's what you're good in, and you have that skill, building connection to people, right? So how can you leverage that? Well, the only way that you can leverage that is by talking to people and connecting with more people, and bringing them to your show, and at least building more connection to them, right? Same applies for coaching. If you are good in coaching, and if you're good in teaching people, then that's your skill, and you leverage that. You have your social media, right? So it doesn't matter what channel you are using. You use Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, any channel that you have access to, and that your target audience is mostly over there. They're hanging on those particular channels, and that, for me, I knew that my target audience, who are mostly business owners, entrepreneurs, marketers, they were mostly spending time on Facebook. So when I figured that out, I knew that where I should be spending most of the time, which is on Facebook. So I knew my skill, and that's what I started leveraging. So I started, building, basically going live on Facebook, started connecting with more people, started, we were building software and solving other people's problem with software. And that's when we started building more connection and then promoting our software. So yes, if you know that you have a skill, then teach that skill. Because when you start teaching and you start talking about that skill to, and you start teaching others about that skill and what and you share your own expertise, then that's when you can actually make money from that particular skill that you have.
Right. So that is something interesting that you just talked about, right? And also people are stuck at a point wherein they fail somehow. I really would like to mention this. They fail to to have a target audience, right? So how one can have a targeted audience?
Well, that actually comes, like that understanding comes from mostly by doing market research. That's what I would say. Because if you know that, okay, so let's give you an example. Like if you know that you are selling maybe products like which can help a kid, like maybe diapers, right? You know that you are selling diapers. So your target audience, who you are selling it for babies, okay, or maybe for adults. You already know that who are your target audience, right? Let's say for life coaches, right? People are like people giving life lessons and all. So who could be their target audience? So that you have to actually do research, like market research on that. Like, hey, going to your social media channels and start asking questions, like, hey, this is what who I am, what I do, and this is what I'm doing. So would you be interested in, like who is like to know who is your target audience? Yes, you have to do kind of like market research, like who might be interested in your product or in your service. So you have to first, obviously, you have to know that first before you actually, going and targeting those people. So for us, when we started like building software for people, and we so for us it was actually a little bit different, because what I'll tell you why. So we started as a service based company. Okay, so we were basically getting jobs from Upwork and all those other job portals, and we were building software for others, right? So we were, like how that model works, like you basically get a job, like a software development job from a client, and then you just like you deliver it, and then you make money per hour or hourly basis or one time, whatever the payment terms are, right? So we started as a service based, like a client based company, where we were building software for other people. And for some time we did okay. I mean, we were doing fine. We are making more money than we are right now, but we were not really happy doing it, because it was like continuously like getting clients. First of all, like every month, if I have to make sure that my people are paid, like my members who are working, they are paid, I have to make sure that we have clients, and I have to make sure that they are actually giving us jobs, right? And you know how client based model work, like I don't know if you know or not, but it's kind of like sometimes it's frustrating, because sometimes they are not happy, and it's not even our fault, because sometimes the client, they want something, like they want to build a rocket, but then they give you the requirements of building of building something else, or building a mic or something. So it's like completely fucking horseshit sometimes. It's like it doesn't work. Like sometimes they cannot tell their requirements properly. So anyways, we were having like, yes, so we are basically getting clients, and we were doing things for them, and we were not really happy in that model. Like in our own business, we did not feel like we had freedom, like to do things that we wanted to do. And we always wanted to have wanted to build a company, like a culture where we obviously, first of all, we can do whatever we feel like we can build things that we love to do, and also make sure like our members, our people, our employees who are working with us, they are also happy, and they also have freedom to do the things that they love to do. So we always wanted to build that culture, and that was not possible when we are doing client based work. So anyway, so we were doing it, but then obviously we started kind of like shifting that model, and we started building our own products as a side project, right? So our employees were building our own ideas, and we, by the time, like by 2019, 2018, 19, we had few products, that our own products that we had built. So now we had the product, and when we are building a product, most of the products that we built, it was to solve our problem, our business problem that we were having. So like the first few products that we built was to literally solve our own business problem. Like we were having problems, in communicating, like when we were having the client calls, let's say, and we used to have the client calls first, and then we like didn't have a way of recording those calls, and that time Zoom and all was not there really. We were not using them. So we didn't have a call, like proper way to record the calls, and so that we can give those call recording to our our members so that they can now listen to them and they can build share. So we didn't have all those things. And anyway, so we actually started solving our own business problems, like getting leads, talking to people, messaging people. So we started solving these problems, like our business problems, with software. And when we started doing it, now we are the business owners. So kind of like it became clear, like who else also might be having the same type of problem in their business. So we went on Facebook and we started kind of presenting it and talking about it, like, hey, this is what we are building. Hey, this is what we are doing, and showing them what we are doing. And they actually came to us and they are like, hey, I also face the same problem in my business. Give me whatever you're using. I want to use it too. So that's how we kind of figured it out, like, hey, because we started solving our own problems first, and then we presented the solution to other business owners and entrepreneurs as well, because we already knew that if we are having this problem, then someone else just like us might be having the same problem, right? So we kind of that's how we figured it out. So one of the way that you can also figure it out, like if you are solving people's live, you are coaching, giving life lessons and all, and you are a life coach or a business coach, then you also should be having an understanding like who else could be having the same type of problem. Because if you are having the same issue or same problem, or you are seeing other people are having similar type of problems, and that's when you are trying to solve the problem with your own skill set, then you already have an understanding, who is your target audience. And then now all you have to do is find more of those people, multiply those people, find more of those people who also could be having the same problem.
Right. So that is super interesting over here, right? And also as you already mentioned that how you started and now what you are doing. So there's one thing I really would like to ask over here, like how was your journey of becoming a Two Comma Club Award winner? It's like I strongly believe it's been a roller coaster journey, but I really would like to ask, like, how was it?
The journey, I always love the journey. Okay, I'm always always in love with the process. Okay, so no matter what happens, I always tell people, love and enjoy the process, right? So yeah, I mean, the journey has been awesome, and yes, there were struggles, there were hurdles, like every businesses have. It's not something new, not something recently invented or something that, oh, I only have this problem. I mean, every business have some or the other problems. So again, it comes from the mindset that, hey, how you're going to tackle those problems. Are you going to be like, oh, I have this problem, oh, I have this problem, oh, I have this problem? You're going to be just a complainer, or you're going to be like, hey, I know I have this problem. Let's figure out a solution, right? And that's where as I was saying, that's what we did almost with all our softwares. We had problems, we figured out a solution, and we built a software to solve that problem. So that's where we were good at. We both, me and my business partner and my husband John, we both are software engineers. So, and we started a software company. So we were good in that, and we have passion for building software. So yeah, that's how we actually solved each and every problem that we faced in our business. But yes, the journey has been awesome. We started in 2016, and as I was saying, that we started as a service-based company, a client-based company, and then in 2019 we shifted that model from a client-based company to a product-based company, and we started building software products like SaaS software to help our audience, to help other business owners and entrepreneurs who is also having the similar type of problems, to help them with their business so that they can build, grow, and make money in their online business. And that's most of our softwares actually do that. So yeah, I mean, I was not, I couldn't actually go to US and receive the award of like to come my award, but my business partner went and actually got the award. So yeah, I would say that journey has been awesome so far, and I'm pretty sure that we are gonna have more fun in the coming years as well.
For sure, that's what you are on the way. That I mostly see that what you are coming up with every day. You are doing lives. You are helping people, impacting their lives, right? So that's what you are doing. So the question comes over here, like, what do you think the best uh, advice, right? Best three advice you have ever received, and you would like to pass it on to the audience.
Like one of the best advice, or not advice, but I would say like best lesson that I have learned is like leveraging my own social media and personal branding. Like start building your brand. Because I wish when I was in college and high school, I was in college, someone actually would have told me this, the value of personal branding and the value of like building it earlier, like when you are in college or something. So like that has actually helped us in our growth. Like you said, you see me live and all. I was not like that. Like I was in 2019 around that time. I was if I watch my first live, I will laugh at it, okay? Because I know how bad I was. Because I did not have any idea. I did not have any clue. First of all, I'm not even from a business background. Like I don't have any business degree. As I said, I'm just a software engineer. Don't have any business degree or a management degree. And when we started trying to figure it out, like, hey, now we have all these products, how to sell them, how to market them, how to get customers. I said that, hey, we knew that we had the problem, so other business owners might be having the same problem. But even if you know your target audience, they're not gonna just come to you and just like, oh yeah, take my money, give me give me what you have. They're not just gonna come to you for that, right? You have to start promoting, you have to start talking about it, you have to start sharing your journey, your experience, your skills, your offer, your brand. Every freaking thing matters, okay? And that's what I was saying, like when I was starting out in 2019 with my social media journey, with my personal branding journey, I had no clue how to do it. I had no idea how to do it. I just knew that, hey, I have this mobile, I have internet. I knew that my audience is on Facebook, and that's all I knew. But now I have to do live. I have to go live. I have to start talking about it. I have to start sharing my journeys and all. It was freaking, I was scared. I was scared. On my first live, I literally froze. I still remember that day. I froze. I could not speak. I was like, what should I say? I mean, why should even people listen to me, right? Like, why this question comes when you start like, okay, why should even people, like listen to me? Who am I? Like, why should they bother? Or if I go live and I freeze, then they might laugh at me, right? They might they might think like, oh, I'm a stupid, right? I'm a dumbass. And I was scared of those thinking. And I was literally like, I couldn't do it for some time. So yes, like that was like one of the best lessons that I learned throughout my whole journey by just doing it. Like, yes, I was scared and I did not know, and I knew like I had to do these things. Like I had to go live, I have to share my story, I have to share my vision, my experience, and all this. I knew I have to do all that, but I was not able to do it at first. But once I started doing it and I kept doing it, every time I did, like I went live, every time I posted something, every time I shared a video, every time I posted a story, it gave me confidence boost. Like it gave me boost, like confidence, and it boosted my confidence. So every time I did it, it boosted my confidence. So that's like another lesson that anyone can, learn, or anyone can take it from this video, that even if you are scared and you are not ready to do it scared, because
Right.
that is to give you the confidence for the next one. When I did it scared, and I checked my live and I listened to it, and I knew how bad I was. I knew how can I improve? And I just because it was in front of me, it gave me a reminder that, hey, Ankita, you need to do better on your next live. You need to do better on your next video, right? And so that's where I started. Like I started doing it more and more and more, and that's what gave me more confidence. So yes, start leveraging your social media. Start leveraging, like start building your own brand. Start sharing your story. Start sharing, even if you don't have any product or you don't know, like you don't have any offer, or you are not even ready to like have provide any service. It's okay, you will figure all those out, but start. You still have your own life, you still have a story that you have to, like, you can share in your own voice and like in your own vibe, and that story no one else can share except you. So you have that, you have you, and you have yourself. That is your superpower. Okay, so start leveraging your brand, like start creating your brand, start leveraging your social media, and do it scared. Like if you are scared, do it scared, because that is going to give you more and more confidence.
Right. That really does sounds interesting, and it reminds me of one of the quotes, and it goes like this: if you want to be good at something, be bad at it first, right? So thank you so much. Thank you so much for adding a ton of value to the audience. And thank you so much to the audience as well who has been listening to us, watching us live over here. And I would drop her website link in the description so that you can jump in and you can check out what she is helping the people with, and how you can get the amazing help from her so that you learn and grow with your online business.
Thank
Right.
you. So yeah, I mean, you already know the link. We are building friendr, so you can put that link up. And I'm so grateful for like having me. I was like literally, I enjoyed so much talking to you. And knowing you a bit as well. So yeah, I mean, I hope that I'll be in touch, and like we will be in touch, and we will catch up soon as well.
Right, perfect. So that's interesting, right? So is there anything else that you would like to talk about, like, okay, your experience about being on the show Rising Beings?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like I like when I first talked to you, like we both connected, and like it was you like that was the thing, like you asked that, hey, would you like to share your journey, right? And that is very important, like when you're building connections and all, like you're building connection, you're bringing people. So it is very important to start talking and build that connection, and then obviously share their, like, have a connection with each other, and then share stories with each other. So it was really great for like of you to have me on your show, and I had an amazing I had an amazing talk and amazing experience as well. So I hope that we'll be in touch and we'll talk soon.